Most buyers walk into a boat negotiation and make the same mistake. They treat it like buying a car. They see a price, they feel uncomfortable asking for a discount, and they either overpay or they lowball randomly and offend the seller into shutting down. Here is what's true. The boat market right now has more negotiating room than it has had in years, and the buyers who know how to read that room are walking away with boats at prices that the average buyer doesn't even know are possible. 99% of buyers negotiate poorly because they walk into buying a boat completely blind. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to give you the exact framework to evaluate a boat's negotiating position before a single offer is made, so you stop guessing and start negotiating with data. The asking price isn't what the boat is worth. It's what the seller hopes it's worth. And there's a significant difference there. Especially right now, we are in the post-COVID correction. Boat prices are down 10 to 15% from their peak in 2021 and 2022. Many sellers bought at peak prices and haven't emotionally accepted that reality yet. Their asking price is anchored into what they paid, not what the market will bear. You're probably thinking, but if I go in too low, I'll insult the seller and I'll kill the deal. That's a real concern, and it's why you don't negotiate with emotion. You negotiate with data. And that's exactly what we help our clients do. Before making contact with a seller, the listing itself tells you exactly how much leverage you have. I call this reading the listing health check. 3 things to look at. Number 1, days on market. Depending on the price point of the boat, the type of boat, and your region, a boat may sell in 3 to 4 months. Larger specialty yachts can take as long as 6 to 9 months. Once a boat crosses the 6-month mark, that's your first green light. Sellers with boats listed over 6 months are carrying marina fees and insurance, storage. Every month costs them money. That urgency builds as ongoing holding costs stack up, and that is your leverage. Number 2, price reduction history. Has the price been cut once? Twice? A seller who has already reduced is a seller who is adjusting to reality. Each reduction tells you the original price was wrong, and the market already told them so. Number 3, listing quality. Sparse photos, incomplete specs, vague condition notes, lacking engine or generating hours. These aren't just marketing problems, they're signals about how the boat has been maintained and how motivated or not the seller is. The best maintained boats almost always have the best listings. The listing health check gets you to the table with context, but that's not even where the real leverage lives. When you're evaluating a specific boat you may buy, you build what I call the leverage stack, a list of data-backed factors that either justify your offer price or give you room to negotiate down from asking. Here are the main bricks in that stack. Damage disclosure. This is something we request from the listing broker before we even schedule a showing. If the seller is aware of past or current damage on the vessel, they must disclose it. That is your chance to walk away from a potential disaster if you learn of something you don't like, saving you money and saving you time. Engine hours, this is one of the most powerful and quantifiable factors. High hour boats, think 2,000 plus hours, typically take longer to sell. But the key here isn't just hours, it's usage and maintenance. We find out what records are available on the engine so you can make a better decision. Hours alone don't tell the full story. What matters is hours with context. A well-documented service history changes the conversation entirely. Condition and deferred maintenance. While the visible deferred maintenance should be factored into the asking price, like worn canvas, aging electronics, soft deck spots, overdue service, our experience shows it's not always the case. So we review past sales of similar models in the same age range to guide your negotiation. Each item you document is a brick in your stack. If you want to know what comparable boats have actually sold for before you make an offer, reach out to us. We run market analysis for buyers every day, and the link is in the description below. Most buyers think the marine survey is the step after negotiation. That's actually backwards, and it's one of the most expensive mistakes a boat buyer makes. The survey is a negotiating instrument. Here is why. You make an offer, subject to survey, that's standard. The survey comes back, almost every survey finds something. A competent marine surveyor is going to give you a documented professional list of deficiencies. That list is your second negotiating moment. A few things to protect this advantage. Don't pick the seller's recommended surveyor. That's the equivalent of the seller grading their own exam. Do your due diligence and find a certified surveyor like Sam's or NAM's with experience in your boat type. Don't waive the contingency. Especially in a buyer's market, there is rarely a reason to remove the survey and trial run contingency to win a deal. You might be thinking, but I don't want to nickel and dime after I've already agreed on a price. The truth is, renegotiating after the survey is not bad faith. It's the norm, it's a process. Sellers and their brokers know this, it is expected. And there's a difference between a lowball and an offer based on market data. A lowball is a random number designed to anchor low. Sellers hate them and often disengage entirely. A better offer comes from a documented position. You're not guessing, you're presenting. And we help you lead with the market. Here's a general framework. Just listed high demand boats. Expect to pay 95 to 100% of asking. Don't try to be clever here, you'll lose it. Normal market, normal days on market, your offer range is maybe 85 to 95% of asking depending on your leverage stack. 6+ month on market, 75 to 85% of ask is entirely defensible and not unusual. When you present an offer rooted in numbers, you frame it explicitly. Based on comparable boats in this condition, the time this vessel has been on the market, and the engine hours relative to the age of the boat, our offer of X reflects current market value. Now you're not a lowballer, you are an informed buyer. And that is truly where the right buyer's broker will help you save so much time, heartache, and money. If you want a Current Yachts broker in your corner for this process, reach out to us at currentyachts.com. A few things that will either collapse your negotiation or leave money on the table. Falling in love before the survey. The moment a seller or their broker sees that you're emotionally attached, your leverage evaporates. Stay professional, stay analytical, keep your enthusiasm internal. Negotiating against yourself. If your offer is encountered, resist the urge to immediately improve it. Silence in negotiation is not rejection. Wait. Ignoring the seller's situation. Sometimes the most powerful information is not on the listing. It's what we learn from a conversation. Is there a divorce, a relocation? The seller's already bought another boat? A motivated seller is your best leverage, and your broker will learn about it by asking the right questions and listening. Skipping the survey and trial run. A survey and sea trial aren't just mechanical due diligence, it's additional negotiating ammunition. Everything you observe on that water is a potential brick in your leverage stack or a reason to walk away entirely. Now, most people stop here, but there's one more thing that separates the best buyers from everyone else. The best negotiating tool you have is a genuine willingness to walk away. Not a threat, not bluff, an actual willingness. Because when you are emotionally detached enough to leave a boat on the table, sellers feel it, brokers feel it, and it is remarkable how often a deal that went nowhere gets revisited 30 days later when nothing else has sold. There are boats in every market. The right one at the right price exists. The buyers who know this and behave accordingly consistently pay less than the buyers who don't. So to recap, don't get stuck at the asking price and work with your broker to take a good look at the boat. Back to the listing health check we covered earlier. Only then will you be able to make an offer supported by fact and data, not a lowball. And remember, the survey is key as a negotiating moment, so it's not just a checkbox. And if you want to better understand why calling the listing broker is not a good move, the video you want to watch is right here. I will see you there.